Hey guys, welcome back to the checkpoint for another No Man's Sky video, and tell me, do you remember the time No Man's Sky got delayed? It was a dark time indeed, with death threats, rage and all round nastiness being thrown around on the internet, all because the game was pushed back, what, a month? 2 months? It really wasn't a big deal and people spat their dummies out because of it. Well, if you thought that was bad, how about we do it again? No Man's Sky could, and I emphasise could, be delayed again if a dude called Johan Gielis gets his way. So essentially, way back in 2003, Johan created an algorithm and a process known as the Superformula, which could be used to create distinctive shapes and structures through math work. Well, fast forward to a few days ago, and a company created by Johan has claimed that Hello Games have stolen this formula from them for use in No Man's Sky. So this company known as Genicap is involved with 3D printing and other technologies based around this equation, and while it's said that it doesn't want to cause any trouble at launch, if the game is released with the Superformula in it, they will have no choice but to take further action. This is all terrible, I know, but it's fine, right? I mean, as long as Hello Games didn't use the exact same formula there shouldn't be a problem. I mean, it's not as if they admitted to using it in an article, right? Oh wait, they actually did. You see, in an interview with The New Yorker around a year ago, Sean Murray actually said the game used the Superformula, with the interviewer stating, "Even a feature as simple as the Superformula, 120 lines of code created complications when it was written into the terrain generation system. When I asked Murray how it was working, he told me, it's cool, though it currently plays hell with creature AI. He was spending as much time as he could coding, but distractions were hard to block." So it seems that No Man's Sky definitely, unless things have changed since the time of this article being published, without question uses the Superformula. So why is this an issue? Well, because Genicap had already had a patent issued on the technology, meaning that anyone who wanted to use the Superformula needed to contact them first, which Hello Games haven't, so this means that Genicap have the power to delay the game further unless Hello Games and Sony sort something out sharpish. But what do I think about this? Well, my first gut reaction was, how on earth could someone patent a math equation? I mean, anyone with a high enough IQ, of course, could throw together a math equation that had a certain effect. It's not as if Johan was the first or last person to come up with this equation, so my first reaction was, how can maths be patentable? But then I realised it's not the concept or creation of the math equation itself, but the appliance of it. So all in all, this is a very legitimate and a very serious threat. Despite this, however, I think it's rather convenient that Genicap have waited until this close to launch to bring this up. I mean, obviously they've seen the commercial success that this game will potentially have, and have waited until the final moment to try and gain money from Hello Games, because if you think about it, Hello Games will most likely have to pay whatever Genicap pleases to settle this due to the impending release of the game. In my opinion, it's rather cheap and a little nasty of Genicap to do this, but business is business. Do I think the game will be delayed? No, and that's purely because Hello Games has Sony on their side. Any financial disputes, any chances of court battles, any sort of suing can be accounted for by Sony, but obviously this will have an effect on Hello Games' finances too. Simply put, Hello Games can't risk delaying the game any further due to the sheer amount of backlash from the gaming community last time. It'll bring sales down and it'll hurt the reputation of the game severely, so I expect the game to come out on August 9th. But what do you think? Will No Man's Sky be delayed once more, or will the game continue to be released next month? And do you think it's fair of Genicap to pursue legal action this close to the game's launch? Let me know in the comment section down below, and for more No Man's Sky videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel. But for now, this has been Steve, that has been No Man's Sky, checkpoint complete.